group of hackers have hacked into AshleyMadison.com, which is the website utilized for people who are married but are looking to have an affair. In fact, their motto is, life is short, you should have an affair. So the hackers refer to themselves as the Impact Team, and they have already leaked snippets of the compromised data online and warned they would release customers' real names, profiles, nude photos, credit card details, and secret sexual fantasies unless their demands were met. Now, what are their demands? Apparently, they went after AshleyMadison.com's Canadian parent company, Life Media, and they basically told them, look, you got to shut down AshleyMadison.com and other shady websites that you guys operate, or else we're going to leak this information. Now, it's already been confirmed that the hackers have gotten their hands on this data. Ashley Madison's Canadian parent, Avid Life Media, confirmed the breach on its systems and said it had since secured its site and was working with law enforcement agencies to try to trace those behind the attack. I think it's probably a really good idea to secure your site prior to the hack, especially when it deals with very sensitive information like, I don't know, nude pictures and secret sexual fantasies. But that's just me. I don't know.
So, no, don't worry. I closed the barn door. Where's the horse? Oh, that left a long time ago. Okay. So, look, Adult Friend Finder just got hacked 2 months ago. If I was these sites, and if there are any sites like this out there now, I'd be investing a lot of money in making sure your security does not get breached. Okay, so they were considering doing a public offering on the London Stock Exchange for $200 million. Now, what are the demands of the Impact Team, as they're calling themselves? This is where it gets weird. Mm-hmm. Now, if they were in this for the money and they hack into this site and they got everybody's sexual proclivities, they could stand to make a lot of money, right?
But they're not looking for money.
But they're not looking for money. So that's, okay, and they made it public. That's weird. And then it gets weirder. They went after AshleyMadison.com and established men.
Yes.
Okay.
That's like a sugar daddy website. So established men looking for a young woman that they can pretty much buy off.
But they did not go after a company called Cougar Life, or the company's Cougar Life website. Yep. Okay. So that is for women who are interested in finding young, hot men. Mm-hmm. So either either the Impact Team is led by females, or they want you to think that it's led by females, right? So that could be a deception in that sense, right? But that is certainly a weird disparity there.
I don't really know what the incentive is to make it seem as though it's led by females, unless there's like this crazy MRA group that's like, we fucking hate women. Let's make it seem like they're going after all these like sex sites.
I'd be surprised, but anyway.
Yeah, that's not the case.
Maybe to throw people off their scent, because what they did is a serious crime, man. I mean, you're going to destroy hundreds of millions. They're saying you have to shut the website down, otherwise we release the information. Okay, they can't shut the websites down. This is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And then you're going to put out all those people's information. I mean, that's some serious business and some serious crime, right? So that might be your incentive to throw people off the track. But I'm not saying they are. I don't know. But it's obvious who their targets were and who their targets weren't.
Right.
So
I'm curious, let's say, just for the sake of this discussion, it is a group of moralists that think, hey, you know what, having a sugar baby or sugar daddy is immoral, cheating on your spouse is immoral. I mean, what's immoral about being a cougar who's looking for a younger man or a younger boy or whatever, a younger person?
What's immoral about it?
Yeah.
What's immoral about an older guy who says, yeah, I want a sugar baby?
I don't think there's anything immoral about it at all. But the people that are behind this obviously aren't doing it for the money, because if they were doing it for the money, it would be clear already that that's what they're looking for. They're doing this because they have some sort of moral objection to it. So look, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in their minds. But regardless of what they're thinking or what they consider morally or immoral, what they did is beyond wrong. Not only is it criminal, but also the personal lives of 37 million people is none of your freaking business, okay? If you're some woman who got cheated on, I hear you, man. It hurts, it sucks, and you want to go after these dudes. But at the same time, you have to respect the privacy of other people, because what I consider worse than cheating on your spouse is violating the privacy of someone that you don't even know and leaking their personal information on the internet, which, by the way, could simply ruin their lives. It's so unnecessary, it's so disgusting, and unfortunately with the internet and all this advanced technology, all of us who have skeletons in our closets, and all of us do, know that it's going to be revealed at some point or another, and it's disgusting.
I guess they think they're being clever. I don't find it clever at all. It's terrible, man. I mean, look, you don't know these people. So, okay, there's a sugar daddy looking for a younger girl. Do you know that he's married? You don't know that, right? Maybe he's 75 years old and he thinks like, hey, look, I got money. There's a girl who wants the money for whatever reason. And then, by the way, you'd also be saying to that woman who's participating, you don't get to make your own choices. I'm going to make those choices for you. I'm going to out you as well.
Yeah.
Okay? And so all you people that you thought were having private lives, no, I'm going to out you guys and go, ha, because I think I'm more moral than you. I'm better than you. I'm holier than thou, right? And then for the people, quote unquote, cheating on their spouses, you don't know them either. Do you know maybe they're in an open relationship?
Yeah, you don't know
maybe
the dynamics.
Okay, maybe it's a woman who's cheating on her husband and the husband was beating her. I don't know. Do you know? You don't know, right? You're just going to out everybody, right? And even if it is the worst case scenario, some woman or some man is cheating on their husband or their wife and they're the worst of the worst.
I mean,
that's not your business.
Not your business.
It's not your business, right? And so I don't. Again, we don't know their politics. You know, we can only guess at their gender and their motivations, right? But they sound like moralistic. You know, I don't want to say right wingers because I don't know their politics. I don't care about their politics. But like the same kind of people who've been judging people for a long time, and usually in this country and in almost all the countries, it tend to be fundamentalists, right? So whether it's Christians in this country, Muslims in other countries, right? Or Orthodox Jews, etc., right? Wagging their finger. How dare you? How dare you, right? So this is another form of that where they say, well, not only how dare you, I don't care, man. I'm going to tell the whole world about it, and I'm going to destroy your privacy and the privacy of all the other people who are affected by that, the spouses who are affected by that,
of course.
The kids in those marriages that are affected by that. And then not only do you know about the cheating, not only do you know who it was connected to, meaning the partners, but you also know the different sexual fantasies that they have. It's gross, man. Don't do it. I mean, they haven't done it yet. They did the hack. They haven't released it yet. Don't do it. Not only will you be in a world of trouble, and they'll be highly motivated, hundreds of millions of dollars motivated to catch you. It's also the wrong thing to do. It's a terrible thing to do.
Absolutely. But, you know, we live in a country where we don't value anyone's privacy. I mean, we live in the country where revenge porn is a huge thing, where a sex scandal is definitely more interesting to Americans than any other type of political scandal where people are literally getting screwed over. The government spies on us. I mean, spying is just the way we work, right? So if it happens on a micro and macro level, why would this be any surprise? Why would anyone be deterred from doing something like this?
Just don't do it, man. It's a terrible idea. I mean, that's setting off a nuclear bomb in relationships in this country. 37 million people, not just in this country, all over the world. And then they're all going to find out. I mean, it's just...
It's disastrous. But if you're single, I mean, there's about to be a bunch of new single people out there. So, hey.